Hello, good day. How are you today? You're good, right? Okay. Are you ready for today's lesson? You are? That is good. So today in mathematics, we're going to be looking at plane figures, okay? Our topic for today in mathematics, it's on plane figures. So are we ready for the lesson? We are with our books and our pencils or pen to get into today's lesson, right? Okay, that is good. So under today's lesson in plane figures, we're going to be looking at areas of parallelogram, areas of triangle, and areas of composite figures, okay? So first, we're going to be looking at area of a parallelogram and triangle. Let's look at the formula. The formula to get the area of a parallelogram is base times height, okay? When you're calculating the area of a parallelogram, it's base times height. And when you're calculating the area of a triangle, it's base times height over 2. Okay? The formula for a parallelogram is equals to base times height, and the formula for a triangle when calculating the area is equals to base times height over 2. So we're going to be using these formulas, okay? We're going to be applying these formulas to help us understand better and use them. So are we ready? Okay. So the first question we have, a parallelogram with a base of 8 meters and a height of 5 meters. Find the area. Remember the formula for calculating the area of a parallelogram? It's equals to base times height. So the base here is 8 meters and the height is 5 meters. So we are going to be imputing these numbers into our formula, okay? So the area is equals to base times height, which is equals to the base here is 8. So you put down 8 and the height here is 5. So it's times 5. So we have 8 times 5. When you multiply 8 times 5, it's going to give you what? 40, right? So we have 30 meters squared. Now, when calculating the area of a parallelogram and a triangle, the area of any shape, it should always be in square, okay? The unit should always be in square. So we have 40 meters squared, okay? Do you understand? You're not confused, right? Good. So let's look at number 2 question. Imagine a parallelogram with a base length of 2 meters and the height of 9 meters. We have to find the area. Remember the formula for the area of a parallelogram is base times height. Correct. So we are going to be imputing our values into the formula. So area is equal to base times height. Remember, this is the formula for a parallelogram. So the base there is 12 meters. You impute 12 meters times the height is 9. So you impute 9. So we have 12 times 9. When you multiply 12 times 9, it's going to give you what? 12 times 9 is going to give you 108. So we have 108 meters squared. Okay? Do you understand? You're not confused. It's just for you to know the formulas and you are good to go. Okay? So the next example we are going to be looking at a triangle with a base of 10 centimeter and a height of 8 centimeter. We have to find the area. The area, remember the formula, is base times height over 2. I'm sure you said that. Good. So we are going to be putting these values into the formula. Okay? Are we ready? Okay. So the area is equals to the base here is 10. You write down 10 and the height is 8. So times 8 over 2. 10 times 8 is going to give you what? 80 over 2. 2 can't go into 8 without a remainder, so we divide. 2 divided by itself is 1. 2 divided by 80 is 40. Okay, so we are left with 40. So we have 40 centimeters squared. So the area of a triangle that the base is 10 centimeters and the height is 8 centimeters, the area is 40 centimeters squared. Okay, do you understand? Let's look at another example. Consider a triangle with a base of 6 meters and height of 12 meters. Calculate the area. We are looking for the area of a triangle that the base is 6 meters and the height is 12 meters. Let's look for the area. Remember the formula to find the area of a triangle. Can you say it? Base times height over 2, right? So we are going to input those numbers into the formula. Okay, so the base here is 6, we write out 6. And the height here is 12, so times 12 over 2. 6 times 12 is going to give us what? 72 over 2. Can 2 go into 72 without a remainder? Yes, it can. So 2 divided itself is 1. 2 divided 72 is 36. So we have 36 meters squared. Okay, so a triangle that the base is 6 meters and the height is 12 meters, the area is 36 meters squared. Do we understand that? We are not confused. It's just for us to know the formulas and we are good to go. You can solve anything knowing the formula, okay? Now we have looked at the area of a parallelogram and we have looked at the area of a triangle. Next, we are going to be looking at the area of a composite figures. Okay, what do we mean by that? Composite figures are figures with 2 or more geometrical shapes. Okay, composite figures are figures with 2 or more geometrical shapes. What do I mean by that? How many shapes do you see here? You see 2, right? This is a rectangle and this is a triangle. Okay, this is a rectangle and this is a triangle. So this is a composite figure. Okay, it has 2 shapes with it. It can be 3 shapes. Okay, now when calculating the area of a composite figure, what do you do? To find the area of a composite figure, you break them into simpler shapes. Okay, like you first of all break them into simpler shapes, then find the area of each and then add or subtract as needed. Now these are 2 figures here. We'll break it. We'll first of all find the area of the rectangle and find the area of the triangle. Okay, then we add it together to find the area. Do you understand? So first we are going to find the area of a rectangle. To find the area of a rectangle, you remember the formula: length times width. Here is the length and here is the width. So the area of a triangle is length times width. The length is 8 centimeters, you put down 8, and the width is 5 centimeters, you put down 5. So 8 times 5 is going to give us what? 40 centimeters squared. So the area of this triangle is 40 centimeters squared. Okay, now we are going to find the area of the triangle. Remember, to find the area of a triangle, the base times the height over 2, right? Base times height over 2. Here the base is 6 centimeters and the height here is 4 centimeters. So the base is 6, you put down 6, times the height, which is 4, you write that 4 over 2. 6 times 4 is going to give you 24 over 2. 2 can go into 24 without a remainder, so we divide. 2 into 2 is 1, 2 into 24 is 12. So we have 12 centimeters squared. So the area of this triangle is 12 centimeters square. Now we've found the area of the rectangle, we've found the area of the triangle. What do we do next? We are going to add the areas we have got together, okay? So the area of the composite figure, which is these two figures, is 40 plus 12. 40 is the area of the rectangle and 12 is the area of the triangle. So 40 plus 12 is going to give us 52 centimeters square. So the area of this composite figure is 52 centimeters square, okay? Do you understand that? Hope you're not confused. So finding the area of the composite figure, you first of all break the shapes into smaller parts, okay? You first of all find the area of the rectangle, then find the area of the triangle. If there is another shape, you find the area of that shape also and add or subtract if needed. Now we're going to be looking at another example. Let's see. Here we have two shapes, the square and the circle, right? So we have to find the area of this composite figure. So what do we do first? Is still the same thing. You look for the area of the square, then next you look for the area of the circle, okay? Now, we are looking for the area of this shaded part alone, okay? The colored parts, that is what we're looking for. We're not looking for the area of this full composite figure, just the colored parts, okay? But first we are going to be looking for the area of the square. Remember the formula for looking for the area of the square? L times L, length times length. You know all sides of the square are equal. So here is 6 centimeters, so L times L is equals to 6 times 6. 6 times 6 is going to give you what? 36 centimeters square, right? So the area of the square is 36 centimeters square. The area of the square is 36. Okay, now let's look for the area of the circle. Remember the formula to look for the area of the circle? Pi r squared. And pi, you can represent it as 3.14 or 22/7. Here we are going to be using 3.14, okay? So 3.14. Now the radius is this number, okay? But now we are looking for just the radius. You know the radius is half of the circle. This number is for the full circle. So radius is half of the circle, so the half of 6 is 3. So the radius here is 3, okay? So r, which is the radius, is 3. So 3.14 times 3 raised to power 2. This is 3 times 3, not 3 times 2, okay? 3 times 3 is going to give you 9. So we have 3.14 times 9. 3.14 times 9 is going to give you 28.26 centimeters square, okay? 28.26 centimeters square. Do you understand? So now we have gotten the area of the square and we have gotten the area of the circle. We have to look for the area of the shaded parts. We are not looking for the area of the full composite figure, just the shaded parts, okay? To look for the area of just the shaded part, this colored part, we are going to minus the area of the circle the area of the square minus the circle, okay? To get the area of this shaded part is the area of the square minus the circle. If we're looking for the area of the full composite figure, the area of this full figure, it would have been addition, right? The area of the square plus the circle. But now we are just looking for the shaded part. So we are going to subtract the area of the square minus the area of the circle, okay? So the area of the square is 36. You write down 36 minus the area of the circle is 28.26. You write down 28.26. So 36 minus 28.26 is going to give you 7.14 centimeters square. So the area of this shaded part of the composite figure is 7.14 centimeters square, okay? Do you understand? So today's lesson on plane figures, we understood everything we talked about. We looked at the area of a parallelogram, we looked at the area of a triangle, and lastly, we looked at the area of a composite figure. So we understood everything. Using the formulas, we'll be able to solve, right? Okay, good. So next, we're going to be looking at our assignment. I'm sure we're going to be able to do our assignments. It's easy. Okay, that is good.